Good morning, students. Welcome to our first video of Class 7 History, Chapter 2, New Kings and Kingdom. Students, in the previous chapter, we have discussed about the introduction of medieval period and arrival of new religions and technologies during the medieval period. Today, we will be discussing about the emergence of new dynasties and administration in the kingdoms. Well, let us start. Students, can you tell me the name of the state where Somnath temple is situated? Yes, it is situated in Gujarat. Students, name the foreign invader who attacked on Somnath temple. Yes, the foreign invader who attacked on Somnath temple, his name was Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni. Okay, now come to the topic, the emergence of new dynasties. By the 7th century, there were big landlords or warrior chiefs in different regions of the subcontinent. Existing kings often acknowledged them as their samantas or subordinate. They were expected to bring gifts for their kings or overlords and provide them with military support. बच्चों, 7वीं सदी आते आते उपमहाद्वीप के विभिन्न भागों में बड़े भूस्वामी और योद्धा सरदार अस्तित्व में आ चुके थे। राजा लोग प्रायः उन्हें अपने मातहत या सामंत के रूप में मान्यता देते। उनसे उम्मीद की जाती थी कि वे राजा या स्वामी के लिए उपहार लाएं, उनके दरबार में हाजिरी लगाएं और उन्हें आवश्यकता होने पर सैन्य सहायता प्रदान करें। किंतु अधिक सत्ता और संपदा हासिल करने पर सामंत अपने आप को महासामंत, महामंडलेश्वर इत्यादि घोषित कर देते थे। कभी कभी वे अपने स्वामी के आधिपत्य से स्वतंत्र हो जाने का दावा भी करते थे। द मेन रूलिंग डायनेस्टीज वर गुर्जर प्रतिहाराज, पालाज, राष्ट्रकूटाज एंड चाहमानाज इन नॉर्थ इंडिया and the Cholas, Pandyas and Chalukyas in South India. Now, the next topic is the Rashtrakutas. The Rashtrakutas in the Deccan were the subordinates to the Chalukyas of Karnataka. During the mid-8th century, a Rashtrakuta chief called Dantidurga overthrew his Chalukyan overlord and performed a ritual called Hiranyagarbha, which means the golden worm. This ritual was performed with the help of Brahmanas. There was a belief at that time, if any ruler performed this ritual, then he will be considered as Kshatriya. बच्चों, दक्कन के राष्ट्रकूट शुरुआत में वे कर्नाटका के चालुक्य राजाओं के अधीनस्थ थे। 8वीं सदी के मध्य में एक राष्ट्रकूट प्रधान दांतिदुर्ग ने अपने चालुक्य स्वामी की अधीनता से इनकार कर दिया और उसे हराया और हिरण्यगर्भ, जिसका शाब्दिक अर्थ है सोने का गर्भ, नामक एक अनुष्ठान किया। जब यह अनुष्ठान ब्राह्मणों की सहायता से संपन्न किया जाता था तो यह माना जाता था कि इससे याजक अर्थात इस यज्ञ को करने वाला जन्मना क्षत्रिय न होते हुए भी क्षत्रिय के रूप में दोबारा क्षत्रियत्व प्राप्त कर लेगा। गुर्जर प्रतिहारा हरिचंद्र एंड कदम्ब मयूर शर्मन वर ब्राह्मण्स सक्सेसफुली एस्टेब्लिश्ड किंगडम्स इन कर्नाटका एंड राजस्थान रेस्पेक्टिवली। बच्चों, कुछ अन्य उदाहरणों में उद्यमी परिवार के पुरुषों ने अपनी राजशाही कायम करने के लिए सैन्य कौशल का इस्तेमाल किया। मिसाल के तौर पर कदम्ब मयूर शर्मन और गुर्जर प्रतिहार हरिचंद्र ब्राह्मण थे, जिन्होंने अपने परंपरागत पेशे को छोड़कर शस्त्र को अपना लिया और क्रमशः कर्नाटक और राजस्थान में अपने राज्य सफलतापूर्वक स्थापित किए। नाउ come to the next topic, administration in the kingdoms. Many of these new kings often shared power with their samantas as well as with association of peasants, traders and brahman. इन नए राजाओं में से कईयों ने महाराजाधिराज, त्रिभुवन चक्रवर्ती और इसी तरह की अन्य भारी भरकम उपाधियां धारण की, लेकिन इन तमाम दावों के बावजूद भी वे अपने सामंतों और साथ ही साथ किसान, व्यापारी तथा ब्राह्मणों के संगठनों के साथ अपनी सत्ता की साझेदारी करते थे। Revenue in the form of land rent was collected from peasants, cattle keepers and artisans and traders. These resources were used to finance the king's establishment as well as for the construction of temples and forts. They were also used to fight wars, which were in turn expected to lead the acquisition of wealth in the form of plunder and access to land as well as trade routes. बच्चों, इस काल में राजा जो कर लिया करते थे वे राजा की व्यवस्था का वित्तीय आधार बनते थे और साथ ही साथ मंदिरों और दुर्गों के निर्माण में भी इसका इस्तेमाल होता था। संसाधन उन युद्धों को लड़ने में भी इस्तेमाल होते थे जिनसे लूट की शक्ल में मिलने वाले धन तथा जमीन और व्यापारिक मार्गों के प्रयोग की संभावनाएं बनती थी। ओके स्टूडेंट, लेट्स रिवाइंड व्हाट वी हैव लर्न्ड। बाय द 7th century there were big landlords or warrior chiefs in different regions of the subcontinent. The main ruling dynasties were Gurjar Pratiharas, Palas, Rashtrakutas and Chahmans in North India and the Cholas, Pandyas and Chalukyas in South India. During the mid-8th century, a Rashtrakuta chief called Dantidurga overthrew his Chalukya overlord. Many of these new kings often shared power with their Samantas as well as with association of peasants, traders and Brahmanas. Revenue in the form of land rent was collected from peasants, cattle keepers and artisans and traders. Now I will ask some questions to you based on today's topic. Students, your first question is, by the century there were big landlords or warrior chiefs in different regions of the subcontinent. Your options are A. 15th century, B. 7th century, C. 12th century, D. 11th century. And your right answer is option B. 7th century. Students, your second question is, which people were expected to bring gifts for their king in the 7th century? Your options are A. Traders, B. Samantas, C. Overlords, D. None of these. And your right answer is option B. Samantas. Your third question is, Rajputas were subordinate to the dash. And your options are A. Cheras, B. Cholas, C. Chalukyas, D. None of these. And your right option is option C. Chalukyas. Your fourth question is, what is the literal meaning of Hiranyagarbha? Your options are A. Rashtrakutas, B. Dantidurga, C. Golden Worm, D. Golden Deer. And your answer is option C. Golden Worm. Now it's time for practice. Your first question for your practice is, which new dynasties emerged after the 7th century in subcontinent? Your second question is, who were Samantas? What service did they provide to the existing kings? Students, we will continue this chapter in the next video. Thank you.